Hey all, we're back, and I actually have a mouse this time, so I'm not using the trackpad, so that should make things a little better this time. And I'm home alone, so I can be loud! Mwahaha! Alrighty. Yeah, so we just talked to this. Alright, so we've got everything from there. He's got keys. I don't think he should be trusted with keys. Anyway, what we're doing? Oh, wait. That's what this is for. What are we doing? Talk to Jinxie Tenma. Alright. Where would Jinxie be? Yokai Lane, perhaps? Perchance? There we go. April 17th. Ninetales Vale. Yokai Lane. Oh, look. There's Jinxie.
Milk, cheese, yogurt, ice cream, and...
Sounds like she's out grocery shopping. She must really like dairy products.
A charm to make a better milkshake and another cure to my
Lactose intolerance. Maybe she should just stick to soy milk. Jinxie, hey, it's me. Ah! It's the demon lawyer! Ah! Not another warding charm. Apollo? Who is she? Oh, right. This is your first time meeting each other. This is Jinxie, Mayor Tenma's daughter. She was the first to discover the bodies to the crime scene. Oh! So, she's the one who... hello.
My name's Athena Sykes. I'll be helping Apollo defend your father at his trial. Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you too.
Where's Trucy?
She went back to the... it's my dogs. She went back to the office ahead of us. But don't worry. Athena and I are on the case.
Wait. How do I know you
didn't kill Trucy?
And you just didn't gobble her up alive?
Relax. I didn't eat her up. I wouldn't do such a thing in the first place.
Oh, poor little Trucy.
I'm about ready for some tears of frustration myself. She's quite an interesting character, huh, Apollo? Is that a pan? I don't know what that is. Jinxie, do you remember any more of what happened?
Not much. At least not yet.
But you do think Temataro was the killer, right?
That yokai we saw at the festival? I don't know anything about that!
Well, she's hiding something. Huh? But you said Temataro murdered the alderman. It's okay, Jinxie. You can tell me. Ah! Yikes, what was that for?
People see things when they don't get enough sleep. There's no such thing as monsters.
Huh? What's gone into her? So, if there are no monsters, you admit I'm human?
No, you're still a demon.
What? Oh, I give up. Seems like Jinxie doesn't want to talk about Temataro for some reason. But that's precisely what we need to know. What we need to know more about. Besides, she definitely thought there was a yokai there in the fox chamber. Jinxie, about this charm.
Oh, that's...
You gave me this when I was heading off to the scene of the crime. You thought Temataro was the murderer. That's why you gave this to me, right?
That's true, but...
If there's anything else you could tell us, it would really help. And it would help your father, too.
Alright, then.
Whoa! Why do you think Tamataro is the killer?
I saw him with my own eyes. Tamataro was right in the manor. He escaped his prison and ran right by me.
It's like a Corviknight Griffin something.
What?
Jinxie, tell us everything you saw.
I called the police after I stumbled on the bodies. I was just about to...
God.
Where? I was just about to head back to the festival grounds when I saw Tamataro. He was right around here. He was running right at me. I was paralyzed with fear, but there was no one around to help me. The foul beast raced right by me towards the fire.
Toward the foyer? Mr. Filch and Mr. LaBelle were supposedly in the foyer at the time. That means they would have seen Tamataro too. So it's like, we better get their statements. Considering Jinxie's mental state, her eyes could have been playing tricks on her. Apollo? Remember the picture in this paper? Someone caught Tamataro flying through the air. I wonder if it's the same Tamataro Jinxie says she saw. Don't be ridiculous.
Tamataro is the killer, and he can fly too.
Okay, first off, Amazing Ninetales. No, look at that. Jinxie works at the Alderman's Manor, so maybe she can shed some light on this. So, no one knows the Amazing Ninetales' true identity?
Uh-huh. They say no one's ever seen him without his mask.
Doesn't that make you want to know even more?
Mm-hmm. That's why matches where wrestlers try to expose their opponent are so popular.
Wait, you mean expose as what? The Apollo!
You even think like a demon.
Take off the mask, you fool! Oh my god!
The only thing the winner removes is a loser's mask.
Yeah!
To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself. So you see, these unmasking matches are life and death battles for the wrestlers.
That means this mask didn't just happen to wash along the riverbank. There's gotta be a story behind it.
No one can stop the Amazing Ninetales.
Bet she'd be shocked to find out he's really the Alderman. About the yokai you saw at the scene of the crime, anything else stand out?
Actually, I heard this strange jangly sound.
Jangly sound? It's Filch, whatever it is. A jangly sound? Can you be a little more specific? It's the keys around his neck.
My memory's kind of fuzzy, but I vaguely recall seeing...
Oh dear. I need to sleep more.
But I vaguely recall seeing Tamataro holding a staff or something like that. Maybe that's what was making the sound.
Does Tamataro usually carry a staff?
Good question. I've never heard anything like that, and it's not shown in the scroll.
How about in other documents? Any of them show Tamataro with staff?
This is the only known document depicting Tamataro. After all, those who needlessly depict the demon are forever cursed.
And what's the deal with the Tamataro you saw, Jinxie? Yokai Legend scroll updated in the code record. Jinxie's statement added to the code record. Ooh. We can actually use that as evidence now. That's nice. Why didn't you tell me you saw Tamataro earlier?
Actually, Mr. LaBelle told me not to tell.
Hey, rhyming, fun! Mr. LaBelle?
Papa's age.
Oh, right. The other guy who was supposedly in the foyer at the time of the crime. And what exactly did he tell you?
Keep the village superstitions in mind before you go talking about seeing Tamataro at the time of the crime.
He just rhymes. Village superstitions?
They say you must not gaze upon Tamataro, but in the event that you do look, and then tell anyone what you saw, Tamataro will claim your soul.
And that's something everyone here knows? Sounds like a bunch of baloney to me.
Everyone. from babies to the village elders know about it. But I didn't because I'm not from around here.
Hey, come to think of it. So he's lying to keep her quiet, yeah? Huh? Why is everyone hiding their faces? You mustn't stare at Tematato like that and lower your eyes! He'll steal your soul if you're not careful! Huh? Steal my soul? Seriously? Oh, so is this... It is just a thing. The guy at the special event thing said that you have words. Yeah. Paula, do you think this LaBelle guy actually believes in Tematato? I seriously doubt it. He's not even from Ninetailed Vale. Then why would he try to keep Jinxie from talking? Good question. I think we better go have a word with him. Time to unmask this monster of a mystery, Scooby-Doo.
Last time I saw Mr. LaBelle, he was relaxing in the foyer.
Bueno. Next stop, Mayor Foyer. With any luck, he'll be there waiting for us. April 17th, QB Manor, Foyer. There's no one here. Guess our luck isn't so good when it comes to Mr. LaBelle. Maybe he's out for a walk or something. Someone left something. Someone left something on the sill of the caretaker's office window. Oh, it's a TV program guide. Looks like someone circled a pro wrestling match.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
It's just Oh, Mr. Filch, what can we do for you? I bet she was going to scream, monster! Which really isn't much of a stretch.
Ain't nothing I need you to do for me. But what business you got with my TV listings?
Oh, no, it just caught my eye. Can I ask if you watched this pro wrestling program today?
Yep, it was a match between a couple of rank amateurs, though. It was a complete disaster. I reckon even I could have done better than that.
I seriously doubt that. Nice. Filch's TV program guide this afternoon. Wrestling match was a total disaster. Almost forgot. There's something I wanted to ask him. Mr. Filch, did you see anything unusual around the time of the murder? For example, Tembataro or something like that?
Oh, Tembataro!
So you did see him.
How clean and shiny your forehead is again today, Mr. Longest. But shut it.
Don't change the subject. FYI, that was a seriously bad attempt at flattery. Xavier would have said it was a good attempt, considering Apollo. I don't know where my jokes go half the time. I'm sorry. Jinxie said she saw Tembataro leave the foyer. So you must have seen him too if you were here.
Yipes!
Wow, I really pushed a button there. Well, did you see anything or not? Whoa, okay, hello. Why do you look like that? That is quite enough. I must ask you to not pester my friend anymore.
Yipes! Forgive me for being pestered, sir.
And you are? I'm Florence LaBelle. War Divine and personal aid to Mazami and Zenma. Wow, Divine? Well, like yokai grotesque. This place is crawling with monsters.
Oh, excuse you.
Ah! What the heck was that for?
It was just a little cologne.
You had a look of stinky sweat about you.
It's from my own original brand of cosmetics called...
Oh, I don't speak French.
Je suis la belle. Oh, what a heavenly scent.
I think you just paralyzed my olfactory receptors.
I suppose such a scent would be difficult for a peasant to appreciate. I'll have you know that is brand number 5, Bonjour. It's my way of introducing myself. Enjoy.
Hey, hold on, let me look at this guy. Florent LaBelle, age 33. Maritem was 8. He was supposedly in the foyer with Filch at the time of the murder. Where's my bottle of adieu so I can return the favor? Enough about the cologne. Please tell us what you saw around the time of the murder. I heard you're the one who told Jinxie not to mention that she saw Temotaro. Where'd you get the book?
Why, that little... So... She told you she saw the demon, did she?
Mr. LaBelle, don't mind if I ask whether you believe in the village superstitions.
Please! I was merely trying to keep with traditions. Nevertheless, I will say this. I wouldn't stick my nose into this Temotaro business if I were you.
Bad things happen to those who do. That much is true. He is one scary monster. That's crazy. You expect me to believe that monsters are real? Well, you're real, and you sure look like a monster. Look who's talking. So, Mr. Little Jinxie has an active imagination. Isn't that right, Phineas? That's right. I didn't see nothing, especially not Temotaro. As for me, I only see things of beauty. That's why I can barely see you. I got 2 words for this guy. Total freak. Could I ask you what you were doing at the time of the crime?
In other words, you'd like to hear my alibi?
To think you'd suspect me of all people. Oh, no, it's just a formality. We ask everyone the same. Ah! How dare you doubt me? This is an affront to beauty itself.
You obviously can't see straight.
Ugh, if that spritz really helped.
What were we doing, you ask? Go ahead, Filchy, answer the question. At the time of the crime, we were, in this here fire.
Exactly. Good answer, Filchy. Good answer.
Just repeat what you Ah!
You said quite enough. With these two. Great. Now he's got me talking like that.
Are we quite enough? I'm a very busy man, you know.
Right. Well, thanks for your help. So these two were in the foyer but didn't see Temotaro.
Come along, Filchy. Where are we going? Oh, right. Gotta practice those statements for tomorrow. Yipes! My eyes! You're going to dip your own grave with that mouth of yours someday.
What does he mean, practice tape? What do you think he means? He's preparing for what's it called? Rigging statements for the court.
Now, if it would excuse me, it's time to touch up my makeup.
Apollo, I know this sounds strange, Mr. Abel seems unusually preoccupied with Temotaro. Really? How can you tell? Well, it's kind of hard to explain. You see, I can read people's emotions from the tone of their voice. You mean you have good ear? That's not... Most people can read emotions from the tone of their voice. That's the point of tones. But okay. Something like that. People's emotions are expressed in the tone of their voice. Yes, they are. It's acting. My ears can pick up on even the subtlest of tones for some reason. See, that's special. That's an interesting skill. But what do you mean he's preoccupied with Temotaro? I'm not exactly sure, but it was like he was obsessed with the thought of Temotaro. That's what I picked up from his voice, anyway. Everywhere we turn, it's Temotaro this, Temotaro that. Ugh. We should go talk to the mayor, too. Sounds like a plan. We need to get to the bottom of this rumor about him wanting to release Temotaro. Hello, sire. April 17th, detention center. Visitors room, whatever. Something wrong, Apollo? Where'd your enthusiasm go? What am I doing asking the mayor if he's ever thought about releasing Temotaro? At best, he'll think I'm an idiot. At worst, Yeah. Oh, he's here. Hello, sir.
It's so nice to finally meet you. I'm Mr. Justice's partner, Thena Sykes. I'm looking forward to working with you, Mr. Tenma.
Taro? What? You can't.
Oh, yes. I look forward to working with you too.
Ah! Glad he didn't mind Athena calling him by a completely wrong name.
Apollo! He's just as kind of gentle looking as I imagined.
Lucky for you after that blunder you just made. I mean, it might have been on purpose. You might have been testing the waters. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. There are rumors going around about how you want to or did set Temataro free.
What utter nonsense!
Yikes!
They always assume the worst of me because of the way I look. But those rumors don't have a shred of truth, I tell you.
A little touchy about his appearance, isn't he?
What he really needs to work on are his people skills. Relatable. So rumor has it that you want to push the merger through in order to release Samataro? Of course, that's a bunch of baloney, isn't it? Sorry. Sorry if I offended you.
So that's the talk around town, is it?
I can see how that would make you angry.
What if Jinxie's schoolmates start teasing her about this?
Huh?
I must break out of here at once! Her tormentors must be taught a lesson!
No, wait! First, we have to get to a non-guilty verdict.
Don't try to stop me. This is about a father's duty to his darling daughter. Hold tight, sweet Jinxie. Father's coming to save you.
Relax! We'll look out for your daughter until we can get you free, okay?
Is that so? You don't need me to go straighten things out myself.
Oh boy, they'd probably call in the SWAT team if you showed up at our school. Oh, right. I ought to ask about the reason behind the merger. Why? It seems that you are rather forceful in pushing further admission of merger. Do you really want Ninetales Vale that badly?
Yes, well, it's quite an attractive prize in terms of tourism.
Oh. Bracelet? Wait. Am I feeling what I think I'm feeling?
Sure, I played a bit of a hardball, but only when I deemed it necessary.
Knew it. My bracelet's reacting. What is it, Apollo? Bertema may not be telling the whole truth. Really? How can you tell? People invariably tense up when they lie. That's where my bracelet here comes in. I can sense when the person I'm talking to is feeling tense. Because it begins to feel tight on my arm.
No way! You can do that?
Wait, so you believe me? Just like that? Oh! Someone's here! Someone appeared! What's up, man? Where is everyone? That's like, you're the first person I think has ever shown up besides like my friends and family. And even then, it's like 2 people at a time, max. So you believe me? Just like that?
Sure. Each of us has our own special gifts.
Oh yeah, Athena has a gift too. Her special sense of hearing.
Still, what do you think the mayor is lying about?
I don't know, but it's our job to find out. It's been a while since my bracelet has last reacted like this. See if I still remember how to do this. Yep. I got it. I don't need your help, buddy. Yes, I remember this intense feeling of concentration, the ability to see smallest twitch, the slightest frown that no one else can see. Although, actually, you know what? I'll ask for help if I need it, because sometimes I'm a little stupid. Like, I want to do this by myself, but sometimes I'm a little stupid. Now, Mayor Temple was lying some in that statement he just made, and when he lied, a certain habit made itself clear just under his right eye. Oh, you're just telling us directly where it is? Just have to shift my viewpoint up and focus around that area. Yep. Alright. I've got him now. His tick should appear when he's trying to pull the wool over my eyes. I've got to pore over every word he says and wait for his tick to appear. And when it does, I'll perceive it. And now we wait. And wait. There we go. Finally. Let's go. Gotcha! Mr. Mayor, please, you can trust us with the truth.
The truth? I don't understand.
When you mentioned tourism, the bottom of your right eye started twitching.
What nonsense is this? So what if it did?
Please tell us more about your merger bid.
What more is there to tell?
Why were you really seeking to merge with Ninetails Vale?
I already told you. Tourism. The monster craze really revitalized the village, making it quite the prize.
You really don't trust us, do you?
What are you talking about? The village has been hot property ever since the monster craze started, has it not?
I think you've yet to realize what you're saying contradicts the facts. You say that the monster craze really revitalized Ninetails Vale, so you felt it would be an attractive prize in its tourism. But wouldn't that contradict this? Well, I mean, ah, jeez. The cursed Jinxie. Yeah, as I said, I'm kind of stupid sometimes. Because what? Try the last one. You think? Just because it's the wrestling? Okay, we're gonna save. As the slowdown. I don't know. I'm oh, well, okay, buddy. All right. Okay. Let's get back to this. What was the question? He mentioned that the thing was revitalized for tourism, and that it would be an attractive prize for tourism, but it was contradicting something. I imagine it would be something to do with like the fact that people are afraid of the monsters, because the people are interested in the wrestling, and they do seem to be generally pretty interested in the yokais. Like, what does the newspaper say? I can't read that. In airborne figure resembling Temataro was captured. Blah. Yeah, it's just that they saw what they believe is Temataro. The mask, the murder, the statue, the diagrams, the places. The wrestlers. The demon. We know it's not that one. an attractive prize for its tourism, but that would contradict this. Is there anything saying it? Did you investigate every? Oh wait. Well, I can't get out of this, right? I don't think. Like, yeah, I'm locked into this until I present the right thing. So I imagine I can't. Like, this is the tutorial of perception. So spam every item until it's right. So much for I played this game before I can help. I feel like it might have something to do with just people being afraid of the yokai or something. Nope. Okay. Tourism. We need to. Oh, wait. No, I think I'm a fool. Because it might have something to do with Jinxie. Because the tourism part we know is true. We know it became a popular tourism place. It's been a year. We know it's been a popular. We know it's English. It's a popular tourism place because of the yokai that revitalized it. We've been hearing all about that. So it must mean that there's another reason for which he wants it, not that, or well, we're not disproving this part, we're disproving this part. So maybe the flower, because it has to do with Jinxie. It's not that, evidently. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I'm just a stupid. It's not what I meant to do. The statue, you think? I mean, I don't think it's gonna work, but I will. Nope. What could it be? Because this would just cause more tourism. It's definitely not the diagrams, because those don't have anything to do with it. It's obviously not the crime. Mask. Yeah. The hero who sparked the monster craze and saved Ninetales Vale from becoming a ghost town. Said it would become an attractive prize for its tourism. Yeah, this just is the tourism. So why else might it be an attractive prize for him? Sure, well... uh, you know what? Yeah. Can you zoom in on the crime photo? Oh, I got it. I think we can zoom in on the crime photo. Here. This is the best we got. What was it? It was the photo of the wrestler. The monster craze in Ninetales Vale is a very recent phenomenon. It was sparked when the Amazing Ninetales rose up against the municipal merger. Municipal. The village was practically a ghost town before then. Ah! So you couldn't have possibly seen it as an attractive prize for its tourism. What was the real reason behind your push to merge Tenma Town with Ninetales Vale, huh? Well, huzzah! Woo, why the merger? Are you ready to tell me the truth now?
Honestly, I never wanted to pursue the merger in the first place. But I had no choice if I wanted to protect my darling little Jinxie.
Protect her from what?
I received a threat.
Oh no.
Said that either I go through with the merger, or my Jinxie dies.
What?
How awful! Who would do such a thing?
I don't know. But whoever blackmailed me must have been connected to the murder.
Wait, so you think the blackmailer and the killer could be one and the same?
Alderman Huey was immensely popular, so you have to ask, who would want him dead?
A lot of people, if he was... if a lot of people knew him, probably a lot of people who wanted the position.
The blackmailer, who wanted the merger at all costs, had all the motive in the world.
But why go from blackmail to murder? The merger protest won't just disappear because an alderman was killed.
Could it be? What if there was another reason for the murder?
Like what?
Maybe the blackmailer discovered Alderman QB's secret identity. And his secret identity was a threat to the blackmailer's murder scheme.
What do secret identities have to do with anything, Apollo?
I have evidence revealing the Alderman's secret identity. Maybe it's time to use it. Present. And now we go to the mask, yeah? Tenma, please take a look at this, if you would.
That's the Amazing Ninetales mask! What is the meaning of this?
This mask was almost definitely at this crime scene. And there was some white hair inside.
White hair, you say?
There was but one person with white hair in the manor that day.
What are you saying?
You know which man I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about Rex QB, the Amazing Ninetales himself.
No way!
The alderman was impossible.
Wait, come to think of it, Alderman QB was a former pro wrestler. So the blackmailer turned killer when he discovered the alderman's secret identity.
Didn't I just say that? But yeah, the Amazing Ninetales was a threat to the blackmailer's scheme. He opposed the merger and, as a result, single-handedly sparked the monster craze.
Even so, what was that mask doing at the crime scene?
There had been an event at the manor. Maybe Alderman QB had taken part in it, if you get my drift.
This is absurd!
Mr. Mayor, do you have proof of the threat that was made against you?
Yes, the blackmail letter. Unfortunately, it disappeared after the murder. I'd been carrying it around in my briefcase, but now it suddenly vanished.
The blackmailer must have taken it with him after they killed the alderman. Well, at least we've clearly established the killer's motive.
Tenma, visiting hours are over. It would appear this meeting is adjourned.
Apollo, do you really think Temataro saw Jinxie? That the Temataro that Jinxie saw is the killer? I don't know. All I know is there's no such thing as monsters. I can't tell if you're a guy or a girl. It's funnier that way. What about the newspaper article? Could the killer have purposely freed Tenmataro to do their dirty work? Oh, come on. There wasn't any Tenmataro in the first place. Yes, but the only suspects the police have right now are the mayor and a yokai. We'll probably be arguing whether a yokai was involved in court tomorrow. I can already see the look of disbelief on the judge's face. Apollo? You alright? I'm fine! I'll think of something. I better, because I can't very well say a flying demon was the killer. At this point, the only thing I know for sure is tomorrow is going to be one doozy of a trial. To be continued. Dun dun dun. Episode 2, The Monstrous to that about. Alrighty. April 18th, 9:15 a.m. District Court, Defendant's Lobby. Number 3. Do you not have the PC version? I do not. You okay, Athena? You've been really antsy ever since we got here.
I'm just excited. This is my first real court case after all.
Yeah, real ball of excitement she is. I know just what she needs. Athena!
Ah! Did you ever learn about indoor and outdoor voices?
I'm just trying to show you the best way to relieve your pretrial jitters.
By scaring the daylights out of me?
No, I find that shouting, "I'm fine!" in a loud voice really relieves stress. It's part of my Cords of Steel voice workout, and a must before every trial. Alright, now the prosecution, are you getting Paulo in the other room? I'm fine! Please ignore that. It happens sometimes.
You want me to shout? Here?
That's right. Here. I'll go first, then you try. I'm a full of justice and I'm fine!
Alright. I'm Athena Sykes. And I'm fine!
Good try.
I think that actually worked.
I thought it might help. Always works for me. An old friend of mine from junior high and I say it all the time. Oh, wow. You had friends?
I see. A proven remedy to calm the soul. I like it. Hey, how about we finish off with a race around the courthouse?
The point is to relieve stress, not get totally exhausted. What's with all the racket, you two? Ah, Mr. Wright. Just a little voice workout. Hey, what's with the suit? Oh, this? I was thinking about getting my attorney's badge back after all. That's all? That's huge news. But why now? I have a feeling I'll be needed in the courtroom again sometime soon. But we can talk about that another time. No fair. Inquiring minds want to know. But wow. So used to him in his usual laid-back clothes. That looks so wrong, not being like pixelated. Oh my god. Oh, I don't like it. That suit makes him look like $1 million. By the way, have you heard about the prosecutor assigned to this case? We heard a little bit. I'm really excited to meet this guy. Yeah, he's serving time, but before that, he was a prosecutor. He also uses psychology? That's right. I've heard about the rumors about how he was before his conviction. Homo Phoenix jump scare, yeah. Using the power of suggestion, he can make even the most stalwart defendants confess. Psychology in the courtroom. Been hearing a lot about that lately. Athena. So, he must be a pretty scary guy, considering he's a prison inmate and all. So they say. They also say he'll cut you down if you talk too much. Nah, I knew he was gonna be bad news. It's probably just a hyperbole. They say hope so for your sake. Wait, so is it true or not? Let's just say you should be concise and choose your words carefully. If you'd like to keep that head of yours attached to the rest of your body, that is. Yikes! Better toe down my cords of steel, too. So, are you all ready? It might be a good idea to check the court record again before stepping into the ring. Right, Mr. Wright. But I'm fine! I'll be watching from the gallery. Good luck. Thanks!
Okay, let's do this.
The odds of pulling this off are ridiculously low, but that's nothing new. Believe in our client. Seek the truth. That's all we can do. Hang in there, Mayor Tenma. Here comes justice! This slow down. Oh my god. April 18th, 9:30 a.m. It's always the opening sequence or the opening to the court. All of the models at once. Just courtroom number 4. Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Day 1. Court is now in session. All rise. Your emulator is dying trying to run the game, I know. Hey, it's better than when I tried to run it on the emulator on my phone. It sounded like a helicopter and was going at like 2 FPS if I was lucky.
Court is now in session for the trial of Damien Tenma.
Apollo Justice, defense team, leader, is ready, Your Honor.
I'd know that big booming voice anywhere. As chipper as ever, eh, Mr. Justice? But who is the young lady next to you?
I'm Athena Sykes, Mr. Justice's junior partner and fresh out of law school.
Well now, full of beans too, eh? Excellent. Makes an old man feel young again. Now, for the prosecution.
Prosecution died. He's still in jail.
It appears the prosecution is not ready yet.
Never fear, for I shall explain. That was not the voice I did last time or the time before that. It's just a minor procedural complication, Your Honor. What happened to... Oh my god. No, I had a voice. The prosecutor for this case is being escorted from prison as we speak.
Prison? Oh, yes, of course. I almost forgot that he's currently serving time.
He looks so afraid. Oh, cutscene. Oh my god. Is that a sword? Oh, that's so sick. The guard sounds so goofy. I really love the cutscenes in this game. God, he looks so cool. Oh, I love this guy already. Hello there. He's got long hair. Who's that? With his back to us over there?
That's him. I'm sure of it. Prosecutor Blackquill.
Is the prosecution ready?
He's got a feather in his mouth.
Enough jabbering. Get on with it. Get on with it already.
Of course, forgive me.
Ugh. Why are all the people related to this case so scary?
Very well, Prosecutor Blackwell. Your opening statement, if you please.
He's got chains on!
What's the matter?
Must we continue to fritter away time like this? It is all right there in the indictment. An opening statement would be pointless.
Pointless? Well.
Looks like the cat, or in this case, the prosecutor, has the judge's tongue. Yeah, same thing happened with Manfred. You'll be fine.
But we need an opening statement as an overview of the case at hand.
Well then, your baldness. If it's so very important, why don't you do the honors?
Who, me?
There's a term for people who whine and fuss about how they need silly, useless things. And then decide they no longer want them once it's theirs. A selfish old fool.
God dang! That felt unwarranted. Wait, was that the prosecution's opening statement?
Oh, dotards such as you are a plague upon the young.
I mean, how old is it? Hold on. I pity your poor grandchildren. Let's see. Age 28. Okay, he looks older. Prosecutor and prison inmate is master uses psychological manipulation in the courtroom battles.
I pity your poor grandchildren. Or is it great-grandchildren?
No grandchildren at all.
After all these years, I thought the opening statement was the prosecutor's job. But I suppose I could give it a try. Might be a nice change of pace.
What? He actually fell for that. That must have been the power of suggestion Mr. Wright was talking about.
The opening statement. Let's see here. The victim was one Rex Cuby, alderman of Ninetails Vale, and the defendant, Damien Tenma, mayor of Town, is accused of his murder.
And why, pray tell, was the mayor arrested?
His prints were on the murder weapon. Plus, he had a motive, the elimination of the biggest roadblock to the municipal murder. The caretaker and the secretary, other potential suspects, both have alibis. And his daughter, who was also in the vicinity of the time of the incident, has no motive.
So, in a nutshell?
I have to say the charges against the defendant are incontrovertible.
As you just...
Bravo, your baldness. Your years of experience shine bright like your head.
Oh, flattery will get you everywhere.
Oh my god. Oh, he's already got the judge wrapped around his finger. This is bad.
He's playing Simon Says with the judge.
Moving right along now. Let's hear from our first witness for today, Detective Fulbright.
Alright, let's try to actually remember the voice I've been doing for this guy.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
I'm Detective Fulbright, assigned to this case. Oh dear.
Bobby Fulbright!
Oh, and I'll also be keeping tabs on old Blackwell here.
I also heard you would provide protection if it came to that.
I don't think he would be able to stop this guy.
It would seem that I have been sorely underestimated. Yeah.
Wait, who's protecting who from what? Don't worry, they're just worried there might be another bomb. Still, I truly believe anyone can turn their life around, even old Blackwell here. YouTube thumbnails be like,
Fulbright, save your platitudes for funerals. Get on with your statement.
Fulbright can beat him, you'll know why later. Okay.
That's the spirit. Justice must be swift and true.
I see it in your eyes. There is hope for your rehabilitation and return to society. I will never give up on you.
Prosecutor Blackwell doesn't seem to intimidate Detective Fulbright.
Well, you know what they say. Ignorance is bliss.
Oh, so that's why Detective Fulbright was assigned to Blackwell. He's so oblivious.
I'm also oblivious, which is not going to help much here.
Now, let's have your first statement, Detective Fulbright.
You got it. But first, I'd like to say the defense that justice will ultimately prevail. Witness testimony. About the murder. Alderman Cubey was murdered with a spear that had been on the wall. The fingerprints of the defendant, Damien Tenma, were found on the murder weapon. That's not great. At the time, Alderman Cubey was asleep from a drug he unwittingly ingested. Mayor Tenma attacked his helpless victim, impaling him like a human shish kebab. But the sudden pain jolted the victim awake, and he suddenly grabbed a statue and struck back. Alderman Cubey had been slipped some kind of sleep-inducing drug? That's right. The accused was scared because the alderman was a former pro wrestler. So he slipped him a drug to make sure he'd be out cold and defenseless. Here's the autopsy report to prove it. Cause of death: stabbed with a spear. Estimated time of death around 3:20 p.m. Around 3:20 p.m., the victim had been in a drug-induced slumber.
And the victim managed to attack his attacker, despite being impaled by a spear? That sounds almost superhuman. Is it even possible?
Well, he was a former pro wrestler after all. That spear was probably nothing more than a mosquito bite to him. That's not how that works, but okay. Objection! Not so fast! Don't try to brush it all off by saying the alderman had been a pro wrestler. Do you really expect us to believe he could fight back after he'd been skewered by a spear?
Never heard of the incredible feats of which man is capable of in a pinch, have you? Like the samurai of yore, wrestlers can battle through intense pain. It sharpens their senses. I used to talk about it with a former wrestler I met in the clink. I don't know. It still sounds a little far-fetched. Does it now? Then perhaps we should test the theory on you with the edge of my blade.
Why do you have a blade? I signed up for this. Is your blade just your handcuffs?
And so your life is spared. For now.
Please let those shackles be made of titanium. I don't want to die.
My investigations are as thorough as they are foolproof, or my name isn't Fulbright. I vow to resign immediately.
If I ever make a false arrest! Well, that's not great.
The accused's fingerprints were on the weapon, and he's the one person without an alibi. Quite decisive evidence, wouldn't you agree? Your baldness?
The defendant is sounding guiltier by the minute. Yes, the judge leaning toward a guilty verdict. He had him leaning towards a guilty verdict from the start, and he made him make the trial's just barely begun. He made him make the prosecution's opening statement. What do you mean? Now he started.
What's more, a curious rumor about the accused is making the rounds. They say he seeks the merger for the purpose of freeing Tematata for his imprisonment. Truth be told, I can think of no reason to show interest in that backwards burg. Perhaps he's a complete and utter, and it really does seek to release an imaginary demon. Either way, he is raving mad and more than capable of murdering the alderman.
Complete and utter. I thought he was going to say, like, complete and utter, and it ended up just coming out like that anyway. I'm like, well, I guess that works. It's what he said, apparently. I heard he went to a blood drive, but instead of donating, he took blood. He tried to make a withdrawal. Order! There'll be no gossiping in my court!
Your baldness. Please take a gander at those charms plastered across his head, his cranium. I hear they're meant to keep him safe from possession by the demon Tematata. Then again, disappears into the void. Perhaps he's already under the demon's spell. Behold!
What, you think he's just insane?
The lunatic appears poised to lunge at you at any moment.
The rumors and quirks of Mayor Tenma have no relevance to this case. Besides, those charms on his head, they're just fashion statement.
I think. Miss Sykes, you can't be making assumptions about the defendant. Come to think of it, such things don't seem relevant to the case, do they?
The prosecution will refrain from dragging our client's reputation through the mud.
Oh, what a dreadfully fearsome lass we have here.
I hate the fact that Blackhole's thing does kind of make sense, because if he's insane, then he very well might. Then again, he would be not convicted by means of insanity, but he still very well could have done it if he was not in a sane state of mind. Thanks for that lifeline, Athena.
Careful, Apollo.
He has the judge dancing in the palm of his hand. The power of suggestion is one of the more powerful tools in Simon. But
his first name is Simon? That's such a nerdy name.
He's trying to manipulate everyone's impressions to suit his objectives. This guy really is bad news. In any case, it seems the victim did manage to defend himself, despite being impaled.
Simon is a very masculine and strong name. What do you mean? Message retracted? What?
Okay. What sort of weapon did he use against his attacker?
I sound masculine wrong. It's alright, buddy. It's alright. I mean, heck, half the time Ace Attorney has typos. It's fine. None other than this statue right here.
It appears to be a statue of two strange creatures locked in battle.
2 yokai to be exact. On one side is the nine-tailed fox, and on the other, Temotaro. Quite interesting, if you think about it. It's as though this very case were rendered in art.
Fox and Demon statue, updated in the court record. Why is he trying to own a farm, literally? I mean, apparently it worked on you!
Mr. Justice, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I forgot half his testimony already. Oh my god, bro needs some sleep. Are you good? About the murder. Alderman Kiwi was murdered with a spear that had been on the wall. Didn't we see the spear that had been on the wall? I don't think it had blood on it. Where is it? Oh, did we not add it to the record? God dang. At the time, Alderman Kiwi was asleep from a drug he unwillingly just... Are you not going to tell us what the drug was? Or is it just regular melatonin? Oh dear. Okay. I'm gonna plug my computer real quick. My laptop is dying. I'm sorry. Yeah. But sudden pain jolted the victim awake, and he grabbed a statue and struck back. Okay. So. Let's see. What? I don't see a contradiction right off the bat. So I guess we'll have to press some of the statements. Hold it! It doesn't make sense if you think about it. Prince could be easily wiped off. You do have a point there. I'd venture to say he did not wipe the prince off because he could not. What do you mean? Looks like he wants you to figure it out. Well, don't just stand there. Show him who's boss. I don't think agreeing, just bowing to his will would show him who's boss, but okay. I'm totally lost. Why don't you just tell me the answer already? I don't think he saw that plea for help. You feeling all right, kid? Running a fever, perhaps? I wish trials came with a reset button. Hey, they do!
Well, the specifics may yet come to light. Please proceed, Detective Fulbright.
All right. So I think the implication was that when the now dead guy hit him with the statue, he like it was on the head and he got knocked out or something, I guess. Come to think of it, a coffee cup was found on the floor. Yeah, because he's not awake there. Was the sedative in his coffee? In his coffee? Bingo! We found traces of a sleeping agent all over the inside of the cup. And that is why he was out cold. That is, until he leapt to his feet upon being impaled by the mayor. What an awful way to wake up. A rather stimulating eye-opener, if you ask me. I, too, would have risen to the attack, for to die in battle is the samurai way. Are you a samurai now? Paradise awaits fallen heroes, but that hole in his stomach would make eating a challenge. Does that have a relevance to the case, Mr. I only use as much... yeah. Prosecutor Blackquill, please. These morbid jokes of yours have no place in this court. Says the jester in detective guise. Moving right along. He's probably upset about that. Like, okay, just ignore this. Attacked his helpless victim, impaling him like a human shish kebab. Okay. Hold on. He was murdered. How do we... He said his prints were found on that. Was there any, like, blood or something? So these weapons on the wall of Fox Chamber. I presume those are real? Don't you think keeping real weapons around like that is rather dangerous? No matter what he collected, the alderman insisted it be the real deal. For instance, he had a real demon's club in his possession. Apparently, one of his ancestors claimed it after defeating a demon in battle. What? That's gotta be an old wives' tale. The alderman had pure, unadulterated justice flowing through his veins. Whatever he did it right. We lost a real champion of justice in his death. Nothing but claptrap and balderdash, if you ask me. Why do you talk like this? Now, stop your bleeding and tell us about the weapon. Your wish is my command. Okay. I did that. Wait. I didn't do that. Hold it! So, the alderman was drugged because he was really strong. Did you see those rock hard muscles of his? I'm surprised the spear even managed to pierce that armor-like musculature. I admit, I'm completely jealous of that righteous... Fulbright, why are you just fawning over the dick? Well, he did look pretty buff even in that suit he had on.
Quite a difference when compared with a yellow belly like you.
Yellow belly? Who even says that anymore? Prosecutor, psychology in the courtroom. The latest tactic: bully everyone.
Yeah, and the color's all wrong too. Oh, I know. How about a squishy red tomato?
I move to strike both of your comments from the record.
Mr. Justice's character is not the issue here. Now, let's get back to what happened after the far more muscular alderman was impaled.
Yes, well, your average person would likely have died on the spot. I don't think, no matter how muscular he is, I think blood loss is gonna kill everyone all the same. Could he really have attacked his attacker after being impaled with that huge spear? Absolutely. After all, he was once a pro wrestler. The injustice of being drugged, then speared, was answered with a righteous counterattack. But does being a former pro wrestler make him superhuman? Absolutely! After all, he was one of the good guys, like a superhero on the side of justice, even though he was retired. He could still don his superhero disguise in times of need! Objection! You need to lay off the comic books, detective. We're talking about real life here. Real dead people. In this fictional court game. Setting aside the half-wit's flights of fancy, the fact is this. The court ordered post-mortem concluded the victim moved after his skewering. Maybe he convulsed in pain like a normal person? So he found the strength to somehow attack his attacker, huh?
Detective Fulbright's testimony sounds airtight. No wonder he's so confident.
No, he only thinks it's airtight. It's up to us to poke some holes in it. That part about the alderman fighting back sounds like a big hole waiting to be poked. Alright, well, we have a direction. Let's see. Oh, well, whose blood does it have on it? The mayor's blood. The mayor's the dead guy, right? Wait, no, Mayor Tenma. The alderman is the dead guy. The mayor's. Does Mayor Tenma have injuries? I don't think so. Or, well, he must, because there's blood on it. Can I... Or just looking at it like this? Well, hold on, let me turn on my brightness real quick. Okay. So yeah, he was hit on the head, knocked out. I guess theoretically he could have just like stumbled back into the chair. I guess that's what they're going with. Then he would have stepped in the blood, no? And what is it? Wasn't the flippin' thing found next to his chair? Let's see. The potato, the flower, the wording charm, and the scroll. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save first things first. I feel like that doesn't make sense because then the statue wouldn't have been next to him. It would have been over here. Could that be it? Nope, it's not. You're just glaring at me like, how many dots are you gonna do? Oh my god. You're boldness.
Who, me? What do you make of this objection of his?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I should. Well,
I have no patience for vagaries. Now answer my question.
yes, sir.
What a wimp.
Bravo. Nicely done.
Oh, it seems our misguided attorney has earned himself a penalty.
Why are you like this? Yep. I get it. I've got it. Hey, hold on. We can't. Except the spear, estimated time of death. Had been dragged into slumber. TV program. Sees eyewitness account. How long have I been streaming? Hour and 20 minutes. Nice. Oh, wait. No. What's this? Over the monster who sparked the craze. Yep. It's the guy who died. He is. I mean, yes, he is pretty muscular. That's not gonna make him immune to being impaled. And whoever did kill him, they wanted to make a point of it. And they took his mask. Fear tactics. I just presented that and it didn't work, evidently. Nope, no prints were found. No prints. No prints at all. Was he wearing gloves? I didn't think so. Oh, there we go. Did the alderman really strike the mayor?
What? Are you questioning my sense of justice?
Your so-called justice needs to find itself a pair of legs to stand on. You claim the alderman struck back after the mayor put a spear through him. The statue he supposedly used to defend himself creates a major hole in your theory.
It would appear that the defense has a counter-argument. Very well. Let's hear what the defense thinks is odd about the detective's statement. Statue theory.
No prints. There are no fingerprints on this supposedly crucial piece of evidence. And if you look at the crime scene photo, you'll notice that the alderman isn't wearing gloves.
Yes, I believe he is quite gloveless indeed.
If he touched the statue with his bare hands, he should have left some fingerprints. Detective Fulbright, you did take that into account during your investigation, didn't you? Ah! This can't be happening. Did I arrest the wrong man? Yep. Yes, you did. And if you didn't, then I'll convince you did.
You did it, Apollo! You knocked Detective Fulbright off his high horse.
Well, it's just 1 point in our favor.
Who do you suppose clubbed the mayor? If it wasn't the alderman.
Well, if it wasn't the alderman, that means someone else must have clubbed him. You don't say!
You mean there was a third party there in the Fox Chamber?
Yes, there was. Exactly! And this could be the big break we've been looking for. I know this probably doesn't mean anything, it's probably not even intentional, but just the tiny little parallel between, oh, I proposed that there was a third party. Oh, right. Are you proposing that there was another person in the chamber that hit that man with a bottle? Yes, Christoph, it was you. Apollo's first case. Now Athena's.
There does seem to be a hole in the prosecution's argument. Prosecutor Blackquill, would you care to respond to the defense's assertion?
Is that just his favorite word? The least you could do is look at me while being dismissive.
Your mind is as dull as an unhoned blade, Justice. No.
Justice Dunno. He's been watching too many samurai flicks. Why are you eating a feather?
It'll take more than that to cut down Simon Blackquill. A whelp such as you has no hope against my superior swordsmanship.
This is a trial, not a sword fight, Prosecutor Blackquill!
There's a perfectly good explanation for the lack of prints on the statue. You might recall that blood-stained cloth found at the scene of the crime. Well, it just so happens that the blood was the mayor's.
So, what are you getting at? It's slower than me.
On your mind, boy. Why was there blood on that cloth?
Because he used it to claw over the statue and smack him, I know.
Solve that riddle, and you shall see that hole you thought we found is but an illusion.
Now, let's see. How was that cloth used? Was it used to wrap the statue? I know. Maybe the alderman wrapped the statue in cloth? In short, he wasn't touching the statue directly when he used it to strike back in the mayor. Ah!
Precisely. Bully for you, boy.
What? Wait, what? Bully for you, boy? I was nothing. Is that a compliment? Are you giving a point or something? I'm confused.
Apollo, don't let him start manipulating you too! You just closed the hole for the prosecution!
I did? I did!
Right. that a statue wrapped in cloth would leave no fingerprints is as plain as day. But this also proves there are no holes in our theory of the alderman striking back.
Well, not necessarily. Why was that cloth wedged under the thing? Clearly there was some sort of tampering. Oops. Ah! Fox and Demon statue updated in the court record. Ooh. 2 pages now.
Now, do you see how dull your mind is?
Oh my god! Oh, he's worse than Apollo is to Trucy. Oh my god! I'll make sure to sharpen it next time.
A particularly frightening inmate once told me that he always tenderly honed his blades before he went to work, like the samurai of yore.
Samurai? Sounds more like a homicidal maniac to me.
Actually, he was working in the prison kitchen at the time.
Wait, so the inmate was a murdering samurai prison chef? Whoa.
It would seem that the victim and his killer were the only ones there after all.
I was kinda attached to that hole. Now what?
Apollo! I just thought of something.
If they didn't find anyone's fingerprints on the statue, who's to say someone other than the alderman didn't hit the mayor with it? Why didn't I think of that? I don't know. It was pretty obvious. Anybody could have not left prints on it. That's exactly.
Then who, pray tell, struck the mayor with the statue? Please illuminate us with your wisdom, young lady.
There's only one answer. The real killer! You don't say. And who might that be?
Prove the existence of this real killer, then. What evidence have you?
Oh, I'll give you evidence, all right.
Athena? Are you... Yeah, you remember the when I said there were typos here? Athena, are sure about this?
To borrow your words, Apollo, I'm fine! Take a look at this. Black feathers and tracks allegedly from a yokai were found at the scene. I believe they're from the third party who struck the mayor with the statue.
That's true. It's not like... No, not necessarily a yokai, but someone trying to blame a monster.
That's exactly...
Athena, no!
No, Athena! You just lost what little credibility we had left. Ah! Sorry. Guess I got carried away. Mr. Justice, we've no time to deal with objections between members of the defense.
Sorry, Your Honor. It's just... This kid's still... Well... A kid.
Ouch. You meanie? I'm reporting this to Mr. Wright. So, is this court to believe the feathers and tracks are from a yokai, as you put it?
No, Your Honor. I believe that they're a fabrication. Exactly! The real killer wants us to believe some sort of monster murdered the alderman precisely!
Interesting. And why do you suppose this killer would do that?
Why indeed?
Mr. Justice, you seem as new to this as your partner is.
Ouch! This... I'm not reporting to Mr. Wright.
Hoy, Fulbright. Explain to his baldness what these brats are missing. You know, the who and why behind those feathers and tracks.
What? You mean you can explain all that?
Our investigation prowess is without equal. I'm starting to think I chose the wrong profession.
Very well. Let's hear about these so-called yokai feathers and tracks.
Feathers and tracks. Okay, there we go.
This entire case centers on one man's attempt to crush opposition in the municipal murder. Mayor Tenma panicked when the amazing Ninetails helped embolden the protesters. So he staked the villagers' fears by fabricating a monster. The strange feathers and tracks he planted made it look like a yokai was the killer.
Those feathers and tracks stoked the villagers' fears. Okay, but he got knocked out immediately. So let me get this straight. So he drugged the guy, proceeded to impale him, and then used his blood to make the tracks, and also planted feathers around. In the instant that the guy also woke up from being impaled and clocked him in the head with a statue. Because when he got hit with a statue, he got knocked out. That doesn't make sense.
Absolutely. He knew exactly how to prey on their superstitious minds. Those feathers only gave weight to the idea that the alderman was slain by a demon. The accursed demon Tenmatara, that is.
Tenma who?
Tenmatara, the legendary demon locked away in the village's forbidden chamber. From a young age, the villagers are taught to fear the great black feather demon. And thus they were obliged to other, more plausible explanations.
Hold it! Hold on for a second. Before we start letting our imaginations run wild, isn't there someone else that could be considered a suspect?
Mr. Justice, please explain yourself.
On the day of the incident, there was a special event held at QB Manor. As part of this event, there was someone dressed in the likeness of Tenmataro. Obviously, this person is a much more likely suspect than any legendary demon. Oh, his voice isn't as deep as I figured it would be.
Dullard, you are playing right into the killer's mind games.
What?
Listen here. The feathers and tracks were merely red herrings. The villagers believed the murder to be the work of the real Tenmataro. However, the police believe that the person in the Tenmataro suit is the killer.
Ah!
The defendant sought to sow this confusion in order to deflect blame away from himself.
Alright, so unfortunately I've got to go. But yeah. Goodbye.